Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. What a crazy week we've had in the market. Hope you guys have had a great week so far and ready for another trading session with In the Zone Trader. Let's go ahead and review the chart, shall we? So let's look at the daily chart, which is actually a very interesting story, right? So we talked about the initial trigger of the 1113 candle to the downside. We finally hit that measured move yesterday. And a little bit more, right? Now notice where we're bouncing off of, right? We have this upward trend line from August 1st to September 2nd. And we're essentially bouncing off of this area as well as 24,000 even. I mean, that's quite a drop, right? It almost felt like, yeah, 2 weeks ago we were almost at 26K. And we've since dropped quite a bit on the Nasdaq since then. So what I'm predicting, doesn't mean it's going to happen, but what I am predicting is that we get some form of a bounce back up at least to the 21 EMA or retest this downward trend line, and maybe we get a failure. Now, do we do it all in one day? Not necessarily. No, I don't know if we're going to have a crazy uptick day like we had yesterday with this huge bearish candle, but maybe over the next few days, maybe next week, we go up and then maybe we drop back down. Unless somehow we decide to break this downward trend line and transition back up into an uptrend. That is to be determined. This is the daily chart, Doug. Good morning, sir. Yeah, this is the daily chart. So, do we continue getting more selling today? Possibly. If we do, our next target's going to be around 23,005. 23,002, you know, that area here. But we're scalping, so I'm just looking at big picture. We're not doing big swing trades here. We're just doing scalps, but it's good to know where the market's trying to go. On the 800 tick chart, we had a huge move lower. And then we've since gone up at that level I marked on the daily. We have our overnight highs here at 24,292-ish. Let's see here. We were going in an uptrend. We've broken that down, and now we've transitioned back into a downtrend. We have 7 minutes before market opens, so not really going to be looking to do anything here. We do have a lot of news today. It's a news heavy day. Let's see. We got at 9:45 we have Flash Manufacturing PMI and Flash Services PMI. Both are red folders, so high volatility. And that could affect the market the first 15 minutes. So maybe I might be very patient the first 15 minutes and not take any trades when the market opens at 9:30. And then we have 3 sets of news at 10 o'clock in the morning. Orange and yellow folder. Again, that could move the market as well. Revised U of M consumer sentiment, wholesale inventories, and revised U of M inflation expectations. So could be an interesting market. It was already very volatile yesterday. After we got off the stream, I know we had a glitch with the trade copier. I ended up resetting this account that we're trading right now, but I did pass a few other evals, which was nice. So we're still going to work on this one from scratch, just because I really want to show the stream how we do it in the least aggressive way, like a normal way, like we're trading it normally, like you would be trading a performance account, and that way you learn the methodology and you could do it. You would treat this eval just like you would your PA account. That's the goal. Yeah, the VIX is up quite a bit. I think a lot of people made a lot of money if they were trading options on the VIX yesterday because it increased so much. I used to trade the VIX back in the day. It was fun. It was fun. I will say with the candles right now averaging about 22 points pre-market, we're going to try to pick our spots. Yeah, I mean, there's fear and there's uncertainty, right? So, and there's also a lot of speculation around the AI being a bubble, just like the .com crash in the early 2000s, right? Doesn't mean AI is necessarily invalidated, but, you know, people have been going crazy over AI this and AI that. So the speculation right now is, are we really creating value with AI, or are we just, or all these companies just popping up saying that they have AI capabilities? Well, AI in this day and age is the equivalent version of the .com era back in the late 90s and early 2000s. So let's see how it behaves. I mean, NVIDIA was propping up the market, being the #1 market cap company in the world now, and it dropped quite a bit. It had good earnings, it gapped up, and then it just vomited down. And that, you know, just shows you how fragile the market's been. It's been basically propped up by tech companies and the AI revolution, right? So the question ultimately becomes, are we, the market, really creating new value or not? We have a little under 2 minutes before market opens. Honestly, at this point, I really don't know what to expect. I'm just going to try to take the best trades that we see, try to stay focused, follow our rules. Sometimes the market feels like the wild, wild west when the volatility is this high. So we just got to do our best. Okay, the market's going to open up in about 5 seconds. All right, there's that market open. Oops. Need to find my runner. Here we go. Might be our first bullish trade there. Okay, stop out. And that's the type of volatility we're going to be running into today. So 2 stop losses in a row. That's not fun. That one almost worked. We got out at break even there. Or a little bit of a profit. And these candles are just so big. It's like really, really hard to navigate where you should get in. Like this was a 42-point candle, for example. Like that's just too much risk. That's over $800. And I don't necessarily want to go and trade micros either, because these big candles aren't guaranteed to hit their targets. So it's a very tricky situation. try to take the short here at 233. I'm not getting the full follow through. It's really annoying. I'm getting stopped out every time. I mean, stopped out for a profit, but just shows you how crazy volatile it is. Good morning, Jeremy. Trading has been a little tricky this week. It hasn't been bad. It's just yesterday's candles were huge, and they're pretty big today too. So we're just trying our best to navigate the risk here. Want to get in there. There we go. You just got to pick your spots. Volatility yesterday was really high. The VIX went up super high as well. I think a lot of people are really afraid of a huge market crash, potentially with an AI crash, you know. And you can see right now we're in this really weird range. Not really trending at the moment. We do have news at 9:45 that's red. I would imagine people are probably waiting for that as well. I try not to trade during boot camp. I try to give my my 100% attention. That's why I've been cutting the stream early this week, because I am answering a ton of questions in the background during the boot camp. So I basically have to have a little bit more realistic expectations. If I'm losing an hour or two because of the boot camp, I can't have, my goal shouldn't be as high for days like this week. It'll go back to normal next week, but next week's not even a normal week. We got Thanksgiving, so you got to keep all those things in mind. I know I was talking to Mark yesterday, and he missed a ton of trades because he's teaching during the boot camp, and that's when the huge dump happened yesterday, right? The boot camp's going really well. I've seen your wife's name on there, Doug. It's she's participating in the chat, and you know, Mark's a great teacher, so it's a great time. Should we take the short here? There we go. $200 just like that. So yeah, you just got to pick your spots, and you kind of have to pause a little bit and see how it behaves before you just put a limit order in to get in. That's what I've learned from yesterday. All right, let's delete some of these lines that are no longer valid. This one is going to be right here. Believe it or not, our golden ruler is still down here at 144.50. All right, we got 4 minutes till the news. We're running up against this bigger downward trend. See if we get that reversal down there. See that? We're essentially in a really big wedge at the moment. I'll highlight it for you guys. With a dotted black line, that's the really big wedge we're in. But you can see the average candle right now is like 30 points. It's pretty ridiculous. Sometimes 40 points. I mean, this signal candle here is 42 points. Or sorry, almost 44 points, sorry. 43.5 points, if you want to be exact. That's over $800 risk. And so what I'm trying to do is, if I can stick to still risking just 6 points and seeing if I can get these bigger moves to work, that would be huge. I'm risking 6 to make 10, to make 15, to make 20, 25. That would be awesome. Because now if I'm wrong, which I'll be wrong a lot with the volatility, because 6 points is not that much with these types of candles, but if I'm right, it more than makes up for, you know, a lot of these trades. So this is where I would short 200 here, because we've been having a hard time staying above it. So can I come down for 10 points? Is the question. Or are we going to finally go up? Okay, that was a small $50 trade. My runner moved down the break slightly above break even. We would have gotten stopped out if it wasn't for my runner, so that's good. But you could just see the jiggity jaggediness, for a lack of a better word, the volatility. These candles are like, just keep going up and down 5 points, up and down 5 points, and then they make their way down. You really do, if you wanted to trade bigger candles like this, what you ideally need to do is drop down to the micros and trade like 3 micros and give it room for these trades to actually work and to hit their measured move. All right, this is the news, 9:45. Let's see what it wants to do. We haven't really tested VWAP yet, which is right there at 153. All right, we just closed the gap from yesterday. This is the dotted gray line is yesterday's close, the New York close at 4 o'clock Eastern. Golden ruler moves up. Okay, what are we going to do at 24,100? Okay, let me update this line. This is the next swing low with this swing low right there. All right, we have... I wanted to see how this was going to behave. This is our next trade higher, but doesn't look like it wants to work. And this is our trade lower. So we have 2 trades going on right now. All right, so the original trigger is still intact, didn't get taken out, and we're about to hit the target. But would I have really taken a 40-point candle? Risked, well, maybe with 3 micros. Maybe with 3 micros. Not with the 1 mini though. Alright, golden ruler is going to move down. I need to start drawing some new trend lines. Is 200 going to hold? No. Alright. Stop loss. Small one. go for a long here, but I missed it, so let's close it. So we're in a bit of a battle zone right now at 200. Golden ruler moves back down to 167.75. We're still in this bullish trade here from 951 candle. We haven't hit target yet. And there we go. We just hit the target. Okay, we're starting to break out to the upside. We're breaking through all these different levels here. So let's delete all of them. They're no longer valid. Golden ruler moves up to 210. We have 5 minutes till the 10 o'clock candle. Let's see where this line is coming from. All the way up there. Wow. This was from yesterday's level. Interesting. think at this point I wanted to come to 250 and hold, but it didn't. Okay, see if it wants to come up to 200 and fail. Okay. Was like an instant stop loss. We'll try this again. This is getting kind of annoying. I don't know what happened there. The runner didn't want to take me out or something. Okay, this is getting old. All right, we got 10 o'clock in 1 minute. I'm just gonna wait. Took a few. I think I forced some of those trades. I think the first one was legitimate, maybe the second one, but the third or fourth one was just me forcing it. And it's unfortunate because I ended up taking a bigger loss. And the funny thing is it does go down for those 10 points that I'm looking for each time, but it stops me out. So that's a little frustrating. Okay, that's 10 o'clock right now. hoping the buyers step in here, and they did not. So. Okay, we're getting back at VWAP maybe. I wanted to get it right at VWAP and I missed it. It might come back down and tag me though. Well, we're back at 200. Okay, we got about $200 on that trade. At this point, we're going to be going bearish. Okay, I was wrong. I was wrong, but that I was right. That's just what sucks about this right now. I knew this is what I would be running into today, getting stopped out a lot, so I just got to trust the system. I mean, I won't lie to you guys, it stinks getting stopped out this many times. Okay, we'll take a short at 150. If it wants to come back up and get us, I feel like it's just gonna free fall now. I don't know why it didn't get me. Okay. See if we can get that drop now. Let's try again. Needed to just dump. And it's not dumping. Okay. And that's the dump I wanted. Oh boy. Changing the parameters on my ETM to go for 15 points instead of 10. It's just like the market's just so aggressive right now. I wanted to short it there. Couldn't get it, man. Okay, I want to go long now. Okay, well. We'll try this again. It literally touched me, it didn't get me in. And there's 15 points right there. That's frustrating, and then it comes down and takes me out. Oh man, I can't make this stuff up, guys. Okay, that one worked. I need to draw some lines. We got to get out of this range. This is not very good trading. And there it goes. It does the move I want. Takes me out and then it goes down. That's a little frustrating. I try it again and then I get stopped out twice. I think it's like the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again, expecting different results. I don't know what it is about the zone right now, but it is not going anywhere at the moment. And now it decides to go the direction we want it to go. We've been right on every direction, by the way, today. I won't lie to you guys, I'm very frustrated right now, but we'll figure it out. We will figure it all out. Okay, I don't know where all this buying is coming from, but okay. Okay, I wanted to go short, but I missed the trigger. I missed it again. That's okay. I mean, price is moving so fast, it's really hard for my reflexes to catch up to what price is doing. It's making it really challenging. And with moves like this, like, I mean, I can't, yeah, this is really challenging. I should have gotten the bull there, but missed it. I'm missing all my moves today. I think I just need to pay attention, brush off the losers, and just keep going. Let's try it again. There we go. Finally. Finally a trade. We just need a few of those and we'll get back to green. Okay, that's frustrating. I'm getting chopped up both ways, so this isn't fun. This is not fun at all, guys. We are just on a sinking ship right now. Oh, we missed it. Oh. Buy a tick, guys. This is summing up my trading pretty much today. All right, guys, I'm going to probably have to call it here. I have to figure out how to trade this market with these big swings. I'm going to have to make some adjustments to my strategy. I don't think a 6-point stop loss is adequate right now. It is eating me up alive. And I've been right on direction most of the time today. So I'll have to sit back, figure out what I want to do, and kind of go from there. We'll be back on Monday, but I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you guys next week. Thank you so much for joining.